Excellent. Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse-pounding, lightning-inducing, tower-ascending, episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the AztecOlmec, but it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't have the Lightstar777 with me.
Yes, indeed. How are you all doing out there in Summon Land? So happy to be here with you all again today. Aztec, as always, starting off, how are you, my friend?
Well, I'm great. On Netflix, they put out, and I'm wearing my Transformer shirt, they put out another, I guess, season of the Transformers War to Cybertron, which is just a amazing rendition of. It just wipes the bad taste out of all those weird Michael Bay movies. You know,
left cheek.
I mean, those were just strange. This is exactly what. But anyway,
what
I'm
you
happy
needed
about
in
that.
life. It's exactly what you needed.
Yes, I needed that. Like 7-year-old me really they're filling in all the backstory from like the movie and the original series, and they actually look like they look in the original series. They look like this. Let's put it this way: they look like how Transformers are supposed to look. You know, if that makes any sense. But the Michael Bay movies, they were just wheels and toes, and Transformers don't have toes.
He ruined the Ninja Turtles too. Give me 1 sec. You keep talking. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I'm almost back.
Yes. He definitely did some strange things with the Ninja Turtles.
This is the right Ninja Turtles.
It's not better.
This is the DVD set. You know, this is where it's at. That is what the Ninja Turtles.
That's where it is. They look like
I swear
Hulk.
we are not
Hulks doing.
We are not huge nerds. No, we are. I promise we are. Yeah.
Yeah. We totally are. But as promised, I did build my 2 units that I mentioned last week, Islian, the Dark Elven Ranger, and Soha, I think, the Water Nine Tails.
Yeah.
I even transmogged, so that was good. So yeah, I've been working on Summoner's War, and on top of it, WandaVision dropped. So we have a lot of topics to talk about, So this is definitely going to be a good episode.
And this week, Aztec's going to make me feel better by splashing out in some transmogs, apparently. So I won't feel so bad about my impulse control problem when it came to transmog.
Really short list.
So, what should we do?
Really short list of transmogs that I'm going to get. But yeah, we're going to talk WandaVision. We're going to talk some of these. You're going to help me with picking out some new transmogs. We're going to talk, those 2 units that I've, just been field testing a little bit.
Have you read the patch notes
talk about some stuff
as well that came out just today?
No, I haven't. So yeah, let's talk that also, because that sounds awesome. Because wait, we just got patch notes like last week.
Okay,
we got more patch
notes? Here's what we do. You go ahead. Talk about your transmogs you're thinking about, and I'm going to just run through here.
No problem. So what I put up is Soha's transmog. This is the one I originally wanted. I got the other one just because I thought they discontinued this one, but I'm so happy that they didn't. Right now, Soha. This is probably, besides the Adamant Monkey King, my favorite transmog. The Dazzling Priestess. Everyone masked up. So I really liked it a lot. But I am going to pick 2 more, and it's really short list.
Okay.
Really short list. And, obviously if I'm going to transmog them, I'm going to eventually build them. One is the
that's literally what I'm doing with the
class.
brownie magicians.
Yeah. Now you're gonna build them because you
I'm
feel
gonna build them
feel kind of
because now
bad
they
that
look
you
cool.
transmod them and
They
they're
look
still
too
sitting in
cool to be.
storage.
Yep. Too cool for SBD.
I hear that. So,
SDF.
what do you think about this list? I'm choosing only two more, but I have the Ninja, the Astro
Can you
Brownie
pull up?
Magician,
Can
and
you
the Hawks.
pull up them on the transmog
can.
page, just so we can see? You know, I'm already going to say Astro Brownie Magician is an absolute yes for me. Like, you will get zero amount of no from me on that one. That one is one of my favorites.
Out of no.
Yeah, I have zero no's to give you about the Brownie Magician. That one is amazingly cool. All right, so
I'm a little
the
torn
Yaksha
between
Warrior.
this Ninja one,
Okay.
or the Cyborg Warrior. For the Ninja, I think I'm going to go with the Cyborg Warrior.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a
because,
futurist, so if it comes down to one or the other. And what was the other one, other than the Brownie Magician, or? Because we know you're getting the Brownie
Harks,
Magician because I'm 1,000% in your side for getting that one.
There's a very good chance I am, but I definitely kind of wanted the Harg one also because I want to use Hargs, but they just scare me. They totally scare me with their creepy little eyes. But
what do you mean, AJ? Look at me. What are you talking about, crazy eyes?
Put the crazy eyes away, please.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
It's okay. It is no problem at all. So it's definitely a toss-up between, the ninjas, the Astro Brownie Musicians, or the Hargs.
Which one is the Harg one? I didn't.
The Jokers, of course. The card.
You didn't show me the Harg one.
Oh, so. Let me show you. Let me show you the Harg one. I jotted down which one it is, and I jotted down wrong, of course. But it's one of the earlier ones, so I'll be able to pull it up in seconds.
Yeah, no worries.
4 seconds.
See, I just use the arrow. That way I can see them all a lot easier. That's how I am.
You know what? That's why. Here we go. So this is the hard one, the Forest Wizard ones. I kind of like it. I definitely would probably use Hargs more.
I would say, I mean, so we know you're getting the Brownie Magician, and you're only getting 2, right? So it's between the ninjas, right, or the Hargs, or the... Was there another one?
No, the ninjas, the Hargs, or the Jokers. Because I really like the card master ones.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, in between those 3, I would go the card master only because I know you use Lucian a lot more, whereas the others would be I need to build them.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's just me. I would, if that was the choice, I would go for the card master Joker. And obviously the Astro Brownie Magicians. Because they're so cool.
So those are your 2 picks. The Card Master and the Astro Brownie Magician. So no ninja love. No cyborg ninja.
Well, I mean, here again is where it gets into a whole thing. Because if you want to build them, and that will incentivize it for you, then I would do it. But I feel like the Jokers are more universally well loved upon. So, but
excellent. So,
I
will do that. I will do the Card Master, and I think I'll do the Cyborgs because I definitely want to build up my ninja clan, my ninja army. So tell me about these very new patch notes.
Yeah, from today when we're recording here. So They have a new multi-battle feature. You can now run repeat battle and other battles at the same time when this new patch starts. So you were able to manage monsters, do island activities
Excellent.
while running repeat battle, but could not run other battles. We continue to think it would be nice to allow summoners to enjoy other battle contents and the repeat battle at the same time. With the next update, summoners will be able to use the multi-battle feature to enter other battle contents that are not available in repeat battle while running the repeat battle. So they've summarized what the battle contents are supported in it. So Arena, you can do matchup, rival, revenge battles, ranking battle, goodwill, special league battles in Arena while doing the repeat battle. You can do guild battles, siege battles. You can do Tarantus's Labyrinth. You can do Toa, Dimensional Rift, world bosses. You can do transmog skill previews now, which before, if you were running a repeat battle, it wouldn't let you look at a transmog skill preview. You can do placement test battles with your guild, battle, siege battle, and arena defense. And you can world arena spectate and replay.
This is all good.
Whew. Now, the only things that apparently you cannot be playing simultaneously are Scenario, Kairos Dungeon, Rift Raids, and Dimensional Hole. But most of those are things that are already in the repeat battle, so I get what it's saying. You can't be doing 2 repeat raid battle things at once. Repeat battles. So,
which is totally fine.
Yeah,
totally fine with me.
They're also going to have an icon that brings up the repeat battle menu in various screens, so you can check the results of your repeat battle on different screens, which I think is pretty cool. There's just some example. Rolling down. Yeah, and I mean, this is... So they're talking about artifacts.
Yeah.
So they're going to improve the sub-properties of the artifacts. So almost every artifact got an increase to percentages and things like that. And they're going to have certain... And they're going to have some sub-properties that will no longer occur from acquiring artifacts or powering them up. So, speed under inability, crit rate increasing effect, damage received under inability, damage dealt by reflect damage, and crushing hit damage. So, those ones are going to basically go away if you don't already have them because they're not being used that much. And they are adding some new ones, which would be crit damage up to N% as the enemy's HP condition is good or bad. So those are 2 different ones. And single target skill crit damage N% on your turn. So I think that's pretty amazing.
So new artifacts and more repeat battles. I mean,
for me,
they just did patch notes,
right? And for me, in my humble, oh hey, look at that! I just got enough summoning stones. I can do another transmog, a normal one, 100 one. Let's go see what we'll get. Anywho,
excellent.
Everything's transmog.
So think about this: they just released patch notes. And now, almost like a week later, they're releasing more. Do
we like this one for Brandia?
But
the Moonlight Priestess Brandia?
For Brandia, I like the other one. The Snow Princess.
This one?
I know how you like the floppy hats. No, the other one.
Oh, I don't like that.
I mean, it's that one. I mean, it's a season reward, so you can't get it right. But this one I like. This one I actually have.
What about the bunny girl? Cannon girl. I could do that.
I got that already. So I'm gonna say yes to that. That's not even a question. I saw that one, so I was like, And plus, you can't awaken them, or they lose their effectiveness as a necro. So this is the only way to have them look kind of cool.
Well, bunny girl it is for my water ones, so that I can work my way up to the speed team. All right, cool.
Now we're talking.
Back to the grind. But for me, that update is...
You made that a snap decision. That wait. Let's talk about the speed of that decision that you always complain about. I don't know which one or this one. You made that in a snap. See? Progression. I love it.
I mean, that could also be because of my impulse control problem with transmog packs in the first place, so,
That could be it.
This could be a measure of growth, or it could just be a measure of, I've done a lot. But no, that patch note, I think, is just... Like, we all know I loved Repeat Battle because it has allowed me to access more things in the game that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to do. The fact that I can just kind of idly have that going on and be fixing runes or doing this or doing that, and then I could focus on RTA more. I could focus on things like that and really, fine-tuning things. That has been just...
So, it's the best of both worlds. It's an idle RPG, and it's a real-time RPG at the same time.
Right.
Which, how many games are doing that? How many games are updating, once a week? It's crazy.
And I mean, and for me, that's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that now I could be running Repeat Battle, like, I could be doing this, I could be farming, moats or whatever, and then I could also be playing RTA, like, just the mere fact that I could be doing that in the very near future when the update goes live is, like, for me, that is absolutely going to make the game fire for me. Like, I mean, I already loved it, but the fact that I can do RTA while farming runes, while farming artifacts, while doing these things that don't require 100% of my attention, that's me. The fact that you could run Repeat Battles while doing TOA, oh my god. Just, that is going to suck all the energy out of my account.
Best of both worlds.
Just go, goodbye, energy.
Which is the point.
Definitely.
Which is kind of the point for the crystal
refreshes. They got to get me with those crystal refreshes, and you know
amazed.
What? They're going to. They are going to. That is...
Absolutely.
That is the thing. But yeah, no, I love that. I think that is some of the best news I've heard lately in this game. I mean, it is incredible.
Yeah. 7 years. 7 years they've been putting work into this game. But I really have to shout out the devs. That takes some real effort.
And and once again, it shows that they actually care.
Patch notes in a week.
Yeah, and it shows they care. Like, they actually care about what the players are doing, what they're like. The artifact change. It's like, okay, we're seeing that you're all avoiding these substats, so we're not going to have them anymore. We're going to put new ones in that we think will be more useful. Right. So, I mean, that is amazing to me. Like. And as you say, a lot of, gacha games, they're cash grabs, right? They are just out for people to wail out on, make as much money. Oh, I am still mad about that G.I. Joe game. Oh. Not the one that we played together, but the first one that I played that made me get an iPhone because it wasn't even available on Android at the time. That was how serious my commitment was to this G.I. Joe game. And when it went under, I was just heartbroken. Heartbroken.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say the elephant in the room with, Project Red and Cyberpunk. There, I just said it. But that is the direct opposite of a developer that doesn't care. That would roll out a game just for the money, But look at the difference. Look at the night and day. Yeah, Get back here. Get back here. But look at the difference. Look at a development team that's pushing out, content that we actually want, and features
and as
that we
you
actually
said,
want.
a game that is
just a cash
like
grab.
7 years old, and I know how toxic chat can be. So I know that there are people out there that definitely do not like, aspects of this game, but I still maintain, like, I know I am nowhere near like great in RTA. I still have a lot of work to do, but the fact that they make this game accessible, like, I still maintain if I were to start a new account today, I could definitely progress very quickly because they give you the fusion monsters that are absolutely 100% worth it. Like, there are so many of those monsters that they just give you that literally are used in RTA, are used, like, I mean, Veramos, 2 seasons ago, was literally one of the most used monsters in all of the esports for the year. I mean, that is unheard of that they give you.
Xiang Fei.
Right. And I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I see so many Katarinas. I see so many Fire Panda Warriors. I see, like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, for a game that, wants you to be competitive, to give you the literal building blocks of great teams like that, I mean, to me, that is something special. That is something really cool because, I mean, how
Not
many
everyone's doing it.
How many 7-year-old games are giving that much support? And I mean, I would just say, like, there are other games where, they would be charging for updates and charging for content. And I mean, and I'm not even saying anything bad about Elite Dangerous, but like, they're doing a massive update, and yes, they're going to use it as an expansion, but I feel like there's been so much added to this game, like, even in the time since I started playing it.
In the years,
Like, I mean, we have, obviously, everybody knows we are not lifers in this game. We were not there day one, but, I mean, just in the time since I've been here, there's so much.
Elite. I have some... Yeah, they've updated like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how many patches have they had in this last year?
Right, and I mean, and the fact that they give you that choose your own 4-star event pretty often, like once or twice a year, you get to build a 6-star legendary rune. So I mean, I get it that, that's not game changing, but like the fact that I can build a crit damage will rune slot 4 or an attack, will rune slot 6, like that to me is just like they just work so hard to help it be accessible. And I mean, maybe other people will feel differently, but I mean, I have seen other games where I felt like I was up against a paywall so quickly.
And trust me, how long have we been playing games on mobile, on console? And this is why, Summoners War is so unique. Pretty much, we'll just say 20 years is being generous that we've been playing games, and we've seen these games that are literally, that some don't even work. 2 are just obvious cash grabs, and you just hit paywalls as soon as you load the game. And then the breath of fresh air, which is Summoners War, which will give you fusion monsters, which will give you rune crafting events, which will give you patches almost every week. Because they're that dedicated, and of course a brilliant community. That
and I mean, and I will admit that if somebody is wailing out, they still can outpace you and probably be better than you in the competitive parts of the game, like RTA, like those kinds of special league, all that. But I mean, at the same time, I feel like what they are giving back to you and the fact that it's even accessible at all, I mean, is just so great, So, but yeah, you did want to mention something about Elite. So since we talked about that, why don't you go ahead and then we'll double back and get how your build is going.
Sure. I did have an Elite question. I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos, specifically the Pilot and Hawks Gaming. Shout out to both of them. They make excellent Elite Dangerous content.
Gotta get that space cheddar.
We've both been following the exactly, shout out to Hawks Gaming. So we both have been following, the Hawks Gaming. I think it's the best start in Elite. I think is the name of the video, and it's ridiculous. It's awesome. It has propelled me. I've advanced a lot faster than I thought I was ever going to, in this game because of that one video. However, I just have a question. So I recently got the Python, so I'm at a pretty good space. I haven't. I've sunk about what is he called? The glorious Python? Is that what he's called?
Oh, the glorious Python. Yes.
So tell me if I'm crazy or not, or if I should have already sunk maybe about 30 million of upgrades into the Python. I can obviously do hundreds more, but tell me if this is an insane idea. Should I get rid of my Python? Should I sell it and get the Crate Mark II?
No.
Which is a very, very similar unit.
No.
But it has some different features. So you say no right off the bat. So just run it down why I shouldn't.
I mean, here's my thing, okay? My progression was...
I mean, you've been flying your Python for a while, so yes.
Yeah. I mean, so here's the thing. I feel like I like the look of the Python better. I think it is a much more sleek-looking craft than the Crate Mark II. I don't know. I feel like the Python is an easier build just because it is more versatile. Okay. Whereas, I don't know. And by all accounts, I do not have a Crate Mark II, so perhaps you do know better than I. But I feel like it is more typecast into certain roles than the Python. Whereas my Python was set up for mining the entire time until I bankrolled my Anaconda. Right. And then I swapped it out. And
How much money do you think just by mining did you get from the Python?
From my Python?
This is an important factor.
About, probably 790 million or more. Because I had looked up how much it cost to do the... Like, to really do right by the Anaconda. And because I went to a certain space station that had a discount, it ended up that I got the ship at a discount, so I saved money. So, in the end, even to outfit it the way I have it now for exploration, which is not even... Because I want to do the Guardian... Every time we talk about this, I want to figure out and do the Guardian stuff so that I can get the Guardian engines, because that increases your range like stupid amounts. And, less jumps, more travel, so...
I hear you.
But that being said, I probably, and again, this was... I don't know if it was before or after when they nerfed mining. I mean, I probably was in the middle of mining when they reduced the prices and that, because I went from low temperature diamonds to paynite. Right. But that being said, I never felt like it was too much of a hardship. But once I got my Anaconda, basically I've roll cast my ships. So my Anaconda is my explorer. My Python is my warship because it gives me the best maneuverability and, power and weapon points and it's just such a great all-arounder. And then my Type 9 is completely outfitted for nothing but mining. So, I mean, in that way, I feel like because I have those, if you were to choose the crate, like, as long as you're using it in the same spirit, like, I don't know how versatile it is. So if you could make it a mining ship if you needed it, and then
Okay.
a warship or an explorer, whatever, that's what I think is what you have to look at. For me, and again, and what I learned from watching that guy's videos, because I believe he actually does have one where he
Right.
reviews all of the ships in the game, all 40 ships. Yeah, 40? Maybe it's a little bit more, but I think you can get like 40 or so ships. And he pretty much went through
Right.
every one of them and was saying why each one was worth using. And I don't know, even in that video, like when he talked about the crate, I was like, well, it doesn't do anything that the Python doesn't do for me, and it's a little bit better. So that's where I'm at. Like, it may
Well,
and
that
good be
really
a good
convinced
ship,
me.
but I really do love my Python in very deep and meaningful way.
I can tell, and plus, the the mining, profits alone, kind of like. So I will stick with what I have. Honestly, in maybe 2 mining trips, even with the nerf, I can just buy a crate and compare them to.
Yeah,
So
and I
there's
mean,
no need to
and that's the
jump
thing. Like,
sell the
I
ones I
wouldn't.
already have.
I mean, we all know I am very Pokemon collector-ish, so I do not want to ever sell any ships that I have. So for me,
Okay.
I mean, I would never dream of selling a ship that I have owned at some point. So, I mean, I like just you saying selling your Python
Okay.
like filled me with anxiety. So,
Excellent. Excellent.
but
Excellent.
I am very
So that helped
interested
in the
in your
decision. I think
build.
I'm just going to keep it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, go on.
Oh, I mean, I can shoot that over to you. I joined Inara.com, which is a great site. So I have a profile on that, and I can share my ship builds now. So I'm glad that you brought that up. So I'm able to, shoot that right over to you. Of course, I'll do that at a later time, not during the show. But I want to touch on something you put in one of our Discord channels, and it's an awesome thing. And it's really not game related at all, but it's like you jot down 3 good things that happened every day, and I think that's really powerful. And it's something I want to share with our listeners.
Yeah.
We have
So,
very interesting times that are going on, but I think that's an awesome thing to do.
yeah. So, I was talking to a coworker at work, and it was.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly the hubris of what sparked the start of the conversation, but it was something along the lines of, you know, how does one seek happiness in life? How does one cultivate that, being happy and less stressed and everything else? And
Besides
they were
video games, of course.
right.
Absolutely.
And they were talking about how in an applied psychology course they took, how they discussed this technique of, actually going home at night and after your day, writing down 3 things that you're grateful for. And really like trying to find those 3 things. And what he said was that, after 31 days or 21 days, like 3 weeks, that things become a habit. And so once it becomes a habit, you actively are looking for good instead of looking for bad in your life. So it kind of helps shift you to
That
a
is
more
awesome.
positive looking outlook. So, and I thought that was just pretty cool. He also mentioned a documentary called Happy. I think it's on Amazon Prime. And he'd said that, it was
Okay.
kind of along that whole premise that there were people who had a lot of bad things happen in their lives, and yet they were still choosing to find the good, trying to find happiness still, and try to find the good in life instead of just letting it consume them and destroy them. So no, yeah,
Such an important thing.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, and yeah,
So
it
I
was
was
just
really impressed when you jotted that down.
yeah. And I mean, I heard that, and I came back to the Discord, and I was like, you know what, gotta put this right here. But
Well, it's definitely something I'm going to start doing. But that's awesome, man. Like I really appreciate you not only sharing that, but I just wanted to mention it on the show also because we're going through some unusual times, and video games are awesome and they're great, but they're fleeting. You know what I mean? The joy that you get from playing games is fleeting. Let's just be honest. But I think something like that is lasting. But I just wanted to share that with the rest of our community. But yeah, back to games.
yeah, how is your
games,
Soha and other build going?
So I'm building Soha, the Water Ninetales, and Islian, the Dark Elven Ranger, I should say. And I am so impressed with Soha. The reason being is her S3. Her S3. I'm just gonna bring this up really quick because I did not know she had this for the longest time, and honestly, I've only gotten Soha pretty recently. Within my if you can imagine, fourth year of playing. But regardless, her S3 is awesome. It's called Cleanse, and it's actually kind of similar to some Nat 5s. So it's an AoE attack that means it attacks all enemies, and it takes everybody's buffs away. So really quick, what is a Nat 5 that can do that? Who can strip everyone's buffs?
I mean, Juno changes them into a DOT.
Right. Exactly.
I think there's
that's definitely one. I think
the Poseidon guy.
The Fire District Queen doesn't do something.
Sekhmet.
I mean, in a Nat 4, yeah, I think Sekhmet does too. But in a Nat 4, she does
attacks an enemy, stealing all beneficial effects, and sets all the enemy's skills on max cooldown. Decreases the cooldown of Charming Voice skill by the number of beneficial effects stolen from the enemy. If the skill doesn't set the enemy's skills on max cooldown, the cooldown of Charming Voice will be reset. So basically it's, I will take all your benefits, I will set your skills on max cooldown, and I mean, and that really, exactly to that point, that is the difference between Nat 4s and Nat 5s, is the stacking of what they do. So, I mean, for a Nat 4 to take all beneficial effects from enemies is incredibly amazing. But for Sekhmet to do it and put your skills on max cooldown and, like, have a default that, well, if that didn't work, you're going to basically reset it and try again the next turn. Like, that is pretty cool. So
right, that's next level.
Yeah, but I mean, for a Nat 4, that's
far. I know you're a lifelong Packers fan, but I think you got far. I think you said Nat.
Well, I would never invoke the accursed one's name, but but no, Nat 4.
Nat Favre. I liked it.
Hard no.
But yeah, for a Nat 4 that can strip everyone's buffs, that's pretty cool. So if you don't have a Sekhmet, if you don't have a Juno, you may have Soha, or try to pick her on the on the 4-star event that rolls along every couple of often. But she's great. Like, I had no idea she had that skill set. Chamie Cammy was my one of my real favorite units, and plus because she's wearing a mask. Hopefully everyone masks up. But anyway, but I'm really liking her now. I'm enjoying her build. Um, I'm gonna switch this. I have Swift on, Swift and Focus, but I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna change that to Fatal and Focus because I think she just needs a little bit more pop. Her speed is good, so she can throw cleanse on pretty often,
Nice.
and yeah, I'm liking her a lot. Islin is just awesome. Also, who couldn't use another daughter? And on top of it, the built-in revenge from his passive is great. Just six stardom not too long ago.
Yeah,
I'm
I would
right
six
now
star
running
him if I
despair
had
and
him, but he's one of like I have had no less than 7 Manturas, so I mean I guess I can't complain. But
no, you can't complain at all.
but
But
in the same
yeah, I
breath, I
like him a
can
lot.
complain.
Built-in revenge. I went Blade and Despair. I think I'm just going to change him over to Fatal and Blade also, just to really take advantage of
Oh yeah, he's
that
definitely
revenge build that's
a
built
glass
in,
cannon.
so you can have a
I
little
wouldn't
bit more
worry
pop.
about stunning people. No, sir, I would not
Gotcha.
worry about.
I tend to agree.
But that does.
So I'm going to switch them both over to Fatal.
Nice.
Mhm.
Oh no, keep going.
Oh, so I'm going to switch them both over to Fatal. They're both, well, the Ninetales are more like single target nukers. With this, cleanse ability, for Soha, she is, I don't know, she's going to be pretty awesome once I get the right runes. But I'm definitely switching over to attack. If you have her, all I can say, and if you don't have a Juno or a Sekhmet, all I can say is build her. You won't be disappointed. Islian, if you have a dot team already, and the nice thing about it is his revenge that's built in also dots. So you can just pile on. And of course, if you have a good old fire pixie that's, 2 aid, you can Incendia and then ignite all of those.
Right.
So Islian's great on the dot team if you have, like a Beretta and you're really, looking to build a decent dot team for, TOA or even Arena. Islian's awesome. Built-in revenge, built-in dots in the revenge, and his S2 I think dots also.
Fast.
And it's kind of a baby AoE. It attacks like 3 random enemies. So yeah, both of these units, Islian obviously got buffed pretty recently in the last patch note, but awesome. All I can say is 2 thumbs up for both of them, which technically is 4 thumbs up, right?
Right.
It's
2 and 2.
4 thumbs up if I had more harms.
So that does bring up something that
Awesome.
you did mention. You asked me, and that is, what is my favorite water monster? So,
What Lightstar? What is your favorite water unit?
yeah. So let me go over to my storage if I can find where I tucked it away. There we are. So,
Can I guess?
attribute.
Can I guess? Can
Yeah.
I guess before you tell me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Beth. I think your water hell lady is your favorite water unit because she has the floppy hat, of course.
Oh, I
So
switched
I'm
her.
guessing it's
I
Beth.
switched her. You didn't know?
I did not know.
I when I got a little buy with the transmog packs, um, I got refunded 100, so I used one of the 100 refunded stones to unlock her other transmog here. So I think it's like the spring blossom one.
Very cool.
But I
But
will,
her scythe still looks pretty wicked.
yeah, I will say, yes, Beth is the water unit I use most often. She is definitely probably my favorite. Like, very close second would be Bulwark, because Bulwark gets it done. Like, Bulwark is a beast, and
I hear you.
I love using him so.
So I'm split between two. two of my favorite water units. And one is Sig. I love Sig. Sig is great. He's a fusion monster, yes, so everyone can get him, but he does percentage damage and he freezes. I don't think there's any other unit that does both.
Mm-hmm.
So why is that important? So freezing, obviously, you freeze the other turn. So that's actually additional turns, for your side, and to do percentage damage, which means you do an actual significant amount of damage to the overall, bosses come to mind immediately, with Sig. My other favorite water unit is this guy right here. Not, Shihao is ridiculous. He's one of my favorite farmers. Feynman, he's a beast. He's awesome in RTA also. So it's a toss-up between those two water units. Good old Sig that, everyone can get. And Shihao, which, only a couple lucky people are able to get.
Not me. I've had 3 Wind Monkey Kings.
I have them built.
Can't even get a water one.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 wind, huh?
At least,
course, I mean,
at
just look
least
at the
I've
transmog.
6-starred my Monkey King now. So I mean, at least that's something.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see your runes on your Wind Monkey King in RTA.
They're not good.
That's what I want to see. I don't know.
They're not good. I haven't built him. See, they're empty.
Oh, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But I want to see some of your best runes on this dude, on Xingze, in RTA. Just, I don't know. I think that would be interesting. But one great thing I love, because I'm a big fan of anime and Naruto and what have you, the alter ego attack. So he basically makes clones of themselves, and they all attack about 7 times.
Yeah.
So this is great for breaking shields on Necro. This is great for doing so many other things in different aspects of the game. But I still like Sig. Freezing, percentile damage, and he's less a big bird, which is awesome. So that was one thing, and of course, next week we're gonna do wind. The week after that, we're gonna do our favorite light units, and the week after that, our favorite dark units.
Sylvia.
So this is gonna be a whole thing. This is gonna be a thing
Sylvia.
here on the
Just saying it now.
GTS.
It's gonna be Sylvia. Calling my shot now.
Calling your shot, Sylvia.
Calling it, Sylvia.
Excellent.
But we'll wait.
Is it that time to do some super summoning?
So you're all lucky, because we were going to totally talk spoilers about WandaVision, but it'll have to wait till next week. So we'll have a 3rd episode under our belts by then.
We'll have to, and think there's going to be 2 more episodes. There's going to be 4 episodes we can talk about.
Right, 4.
So like Star said, you folks are going to, well, that's going to be a more stimulating conversation, because the 2nd episode left some nice cliffhangers and some nice Easter eggs. So what's better than 2? 4, right? So it should be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now the main question is, do I have space? I have space. Do I have space? I do. Oh wow, I do have space. Excellent. Excellente. So let me move some of you folk over here.
And you put things into the storage defense force.
Folks to summon.
That's interesting.
Storage defense. So what are you summoning today, bud?
What do you want? I'm going to do
want today. What are you trying to get?
Artemiel. But other than that, I'm going to treat myself and just go ahead and do everything I have. So 15 mystical, no exclusive summoning, 3, 4, and 4 for attributes, and 2 L&D. Just going for broke here, man.
So I guess. So I have an important question. Your birthday is coming up in March. Is it March the 15th? I'm trying to remember your birthday.
29th.
29th. So I was off by a whole 2 weeks. March 29th. I apologize.
It's okay.
So I am guessing you're not saving up for your birthdays. I mean, you do have time to save up for a birthday summons.
Oh no! Remember we talked
JD
about this about the whole Jubagel
yes.
being disappointed, and yeah, I decided that. And I mean, I've seen that before too. Like when we did the 100 summons, and we would summon 25 scrolls at a time. I noticed that it didn't necessarily make any huge difference, because when I got back-to-back Ciara and Perna, that was just from the handful of scrolls we normally summon. So, I don't know. I thought better of it, and I don't know. I'm more about spreading my disappointment out, than having it all at once. So,
I hear you. So now I know JD's birthday is coming up in February, so we have to check on him to see his birthday summon show.
Oh, definitely.
That's going to be cool. Very cool.
Now, depending on how well he does, I'll probably regret this decision, but, for now, we're just going for it anyways, because
I hear you.
We got crystals to burn anyways, so if I really do need to build up some summon for my birthday, I'll do it.
Yeah. Now we're talking. So I'm going to count it down.
All right.
3, 2, 1, and summon. Was it last week that we both got lightning right off the bat?
It was. It was really nice for the... Oh, hey, I got a wind horse. Nice, skill ups. Not bad at all.
Check it out. I got a Poison Master.
Oh, right on, man.
I've never had any of the
Street Fighter.
I mean, I have a Water Doll team, but I've never got a Poison Master.
I hear that the Water Doll scene
is pretty much the same skill set.
Yeah, they're exactly the same. But I heard that they got a buff recently and are pretty good. To the point of almost making me think I should build one.
And now we're talking. And of course, I can use those for skill ups, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Alright. Mostly disappointing. First L&D. Let's find out what happens. Oh my goodness. Halea, a dark harpy. I've only had 1 million of you. Okay, no lightning on the second one. And another Lin. Now I could have 5 Lins. The 5 Lin army.
I know you were a big fan of Lin, so...
I am. And now that I have 5, I'll probably build this one. Just to, just to see what happens. Let's see. You go over there. Everything else, because you disappointed me, you all go into the box.
Get in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box?
Mm-hmm. I have a lot of pirate captains. Maybe I'll build a another one of that.
So you have a whole crew for your pirate ship. That's all.
I really do.
Shout outs. I definitely want to shout out Park Elite Boxing Gym right here in Roselle Park, New Jersey. I started going, and I'm so happy to have a boxing gym again in my vicinity, because they're awesome about following protocol. I get to have a halfway decent workout, and I'm really, really happy that they've reopened. Gotta support your local businesses. Definitely want to shout out let's see, the usual suspects. Hyun Gun on his new little guy. He just had a baby, so definitely want to shout him out. And he finally posted pictures on our Discord, so I'm super happy you know, definitely, definitely want to. What's the little guy's name? Is it? I think it's. Gonna get. I don't want to screw up his name. I'm gonna find out in seconds.
Harvey.
I know it's an H, but I want to be 100% sure. Harvey. Excellent, excellent. So shout out to you, Harvey. Welcome to the family. You're already indoctrinated into the MRGTSW crew. Definitely want to shout out Rashi Boshi, Jack, as we like to
do we?
call
No,
him,
see,
aka Baby
Aztec does not like his gamer tag. That's what that is.
But I always shout him out.
You do.
I like him.
I really do.
That's the most important thing. You definitely want to shout out Nelly the God and JD the Gamer, you know, our friends of the show. But yeah, I'm just really happy that I can hit the gym again and not really worry about too many things. So I'm happy about that. Who are you shouting out, Lightstar?
You know, all those people, DSC Justin, you know, Evan is happy, Gigi over it. The Summoners War, like, the content they put out is so ridiculous and I love it, and they look like they have so much fun doing it. And you know, they
definitely do.
They've always been very nice and very supportive of us, so, you know, thank you to both all of them.
That's true.
But yeah, just, you know, everybody in my guild, everybody in your guild, everybody in the game, anybody who, you know, supports and makes content or does anything with this, you know, just really appreciative of everybody in our Discord, of course. Like, love chatting with you guys. Sorry I was a little bit less chatty over the holidays and all, but now that work is getting back to somewhat normal.
We're back at it. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are back at it. We're going to be chatting up. We are going to be accelerating this whole MRGTSW Monster Rancher's Guide to the Universe type thing. So expect more. But yeah, that really about wraps it up for this particular episode. New episodes on Saturday. Oh, shout out to the devs for putting out all this great stuff.
Heck yeah.
Almost every week we get new patch notes and such like that. We know that you were probably sleeping under your desks, but we definitely appreciate it. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this particular episode. At Rancher's Guide is our Twitter handle. Our Discord is Monster Rancher's Guide to the Universe. MRGTSW on YouTube, MRGTSW on Instagram, MRGTSW on Reddit, MRGTSW on Facebook. Yes. I think that's all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, mrgtsw@gmail.com if you want to shoot us an email and such and things like that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Awesome. What are you all meant? Oh, I see.
Wow, but look at, I actually got somewhat decent stuff from this week. This is not bad.
Yeah.
I'm not unhappy. Gemstone. You know what? I'm going to just summon these 2 scrolls because you know what? Yes. Okay, I get lightning off of the bonus scroll that I just get. I mean, come on. Hey, look! I got the Poison Master, same as you. That's funny. That is funny.
That is so ironic. We both get Water Poison Masters. They're probably both going to get fed to our Water Doll seams, but hey. But anyway, that's it. That's for us. New shows on Saturday.
Have a good week, everybody. Peace and long life.